All right, so I'm going to show you how to add hyperlinks to a blog. If you've never used hyperlinks before, don't know what they are. If you go to, say, for the New York Times, for instance, click on any article, you'll be able to go through it, and you'll sometimes see words that are in different color, an underline. You can actually click on them. They're going to redirect you to either another article, or in some cases, more information, statistics that just kind of add to what you're trying to tell your readers. Um, Keep in mind, you only have 500 words to work with for your article or for your blog post, excuse me. So this kind of helps ensure that if you want to provide more information, you can, yet you're not putting so much into your blog that it overwhelms your reader. So I'm going to show you how to add a hyperlink to your blog. If you go to your blog itself, here's my example. Where I'm doing it on standardized testing, is it good or bad? I'm going to underline the part of the text that I want to include the hyperlink, and I'm going to click at the top part, the top bar, add or remove link. I'm going to click add. I'm going to go back to the link that I want to add. And in this case, I found this article from a .edu. It is a blog, but it does incorporate, some research. I'm going to hit Control C. You could also just right click and hit copy. I'm going to go back to my blog where it says website or web address, hit Control V or right click paste, and I'm going to hit OK. And then right there, my readers will be able to click on that link or click on that series of words, and it's going to redirect them to this article that I'm incorporating in my text. Now, keep in mind, this isn't going to take the place of an actual citation in your blog. You still need to do that, and I'd recommend at least 2 or 3. So when you're actually citing something in your blog, for instance, I took an actual quotation from this blog, or I put it in quotations because I'm citing it as is instead of paraphrasing. I'm going to actually state where it comes from. I'm going to use this same website. There is no author except, well, no named author, just the Room 241 team. So I'm going to put the Room 241 team states, and then I just, in this case, I wouldn't have to necessarily cite in parentheses where it comes from since I'm stating their name. If I don't want to state their name, I can also just put it was stated that, and then at the very end in parentheses, I put 241 team, period. So you just want to put here the author. If there is no author, of course, then you can just put website. And if I'm not mistaken, that's actually the name of the website as well. Well, Room 241, excuse me. So I just put Room 241, which is the website. And I could just leave, it was stated that so and so. So if you have an author, you could start it off in the sentence, and then lead up to the quotation or the paraphrase, or you can put it in the quotations, however you'd like to do it. You will need to have a Works Cited at the very end. And if you've never done a Works Cited before, just kind of follow the basic steps. It is available and resources. Otherwise, you'd put the author's last name and first name. If you don't have an author, then you just leave it as the title of the article starting off. So you put the title of the article, and then you're going to put the name of the website or publication. Okay. So for instance, if I had New York Times, I'd put that here. Or if it's an actual journal that you got from a database, you can put the name of the journal there. You're going to put the publisher, the date where you found the source, and then lastly, the website where you found the source. All right. And you want to do this for every article that you incorporate. So remember that you are using your own words, but if you do cite something and from the research that you do, and you should, you want to make sure that you cite it correctly in your text. And then, of course, put it in the Works Cited page. So do your best to incorporate as many hyperlinks as you can. Of course, don't overwhelm your readers of a whole bunch of hyperlinks. And of course, make sure that you cite the articles that you use, the author, if there is an author, and try to find, at least 2 to 3 works cited to help support your investigative blog. So if you have any questions, please email me, post on the forum, and happy writing.